The biggest obstacle to growth in the modern orthodontic practice isn't a lack of patience. It is the doctor's persistent, almost instinctive inability to truly let go. If you find yourself constantly checking up on your team or hovering over administrative tasks that do not require a dental degree, you aren't leading an organization, you are simply micromanaging a job. To scale your influence and optimize the patient journey, you must make the transition from being a taskmaster to becoming a visionary leader who empowers others to take the wheel. This isn't just about clearing your schedule, it is about shifting your professional focus from daily execution to strategic development. A visionary leader realizes that their time is a non-renewable resource that must be spent on things that create systemic, long-term value. This means refining the clinical flow, evaluating new technology, and optimizing the intake process rather than performing tasks an assistant could manage. When the owner doctor commits to working on the business, they create a blueprint for predictable success that isn't dependent on their physical presence in every operatory. This is where we use the hierarchy of delegation to future-proof your clinic. It is a structured transfer of authority that proves your belief in your team, and that trust is the foundation for any multi-location expansion without a corresponding increase in your personal stress. In a high-performing lean practice, the critical milestone is the transition from level 4 delegation, decision-making with feedback, to level 5, which is true independent decision-making. This is the stage where a senior dental assistant or head of administration evolves into a quality management officer or department manager. This middle management layer becomes the engine of your operational stability, acting as a buffer between the clinical floor and your demanding schedule, solving problems before they ever reach your desk. By delegating this power, you effectively eliminate the decision fatigue that leads to burnout. Imagine a clinical coordinator fully empowered to independently resolve equipment malfunctions or reschedule patients based on specific standardized criteria without needing your sign-off. This authority instantly reduces bottlenecks and improves throughput across the entire office. It transforms the team member from an order taker into a proactive problem solver, enhancing their job satisfaction and loyalty while directly translating into a calmer, more professional experience for the patient. But the absolute gold standard is reaching level 6 delegation. This is where your most senior staff members stop just doing the work and start training others themselves. Achieving level 6 means your practice possesses its own internal, self-replicating knowledge base. You are no longer the only teacher in the building, you have successfully fostered a culture of mentorship. At this level, a veteran treatment coordinator doesn't just handle consultations, they are actively mentoring a junior TC on advanced objection handling and software proficiency. This ensures skill transfer is standardized and deeply relevant to your clinic's specific workflows. When your level 6 leaders are guiding newer staff, your practice's capacity for excellence grows exponentially. The senior staff reinforces their own knowledge by teaching, while the junior staff receives the immediate attention they need to thrive. This is the definition of operational excellence. You are no longer just managing a clinic, you are leading an organization that develops its own talent. This is the ultimate defense against high turnover and unpredictable staff shortages that cripple a reactive practice. The "I'd rather do it myself" mindset is the primary enemy of practice efficiency. It is often rooted in a perfectionism that masks a lack of structured training. While it might feel faster to do the task yourself today, it is a massive long-term waste of your energy. This short-term convenience incurs a long-term cost of dependence, effectively capping your practice's potential at your own physical limits. Every time you do a task that could have been delegated, you are stealing an opportunity for your team to grow and for your practice to become more self-sufficient. Breaking this habit requires leadership discipline and setting aside time for briefings and feedback sessions. The initial investment is spent documenting standard operating procedures and providing constructive critique, rather than just taking over the moment something goes wrong. But the reward, a practice that runs on autopilot, is worth every minute of that investment. This process moves you from being the chief operator to the chief auditor, ensuring quality without constant personal involvement. True success as an entrepreneur is found when the practice can thrive without your constant, minute-by-minute intervention. This level of operational maturity is exactly what attracts top-tier talent who want to work in an environment where their professional contributions are valued. By guiding your team through these levels of delegation, you build a resilient, high-performing system where the systems, not the individuals, become the source of strength. Ultimately, reaching level 6 delegation provides the freedom to choose your involvement. You can focus on complex clinical cases and the strategic vision that inspires you, while enjoying the peace of mind that comes with a truly self-sufficient team. This is how you ensure that your practice remains competitive in an evolving healthcare landscape, building a legacy that outlasts your daily labor. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you in the next video.